Got a bite, guys. First one of the day,
Ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Hooked him.
I've just been handed an
Let's get him on the boat.
and
Yes,
horrifying
sir.
news story.
Yo, no.
And I need all of you
guys.
to
There he
stop
goes.
what you're doing and listen.
Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm literally, behind me is a highway right now. We're in Lakeland, Florida. This is one of the lakes I fished last year. It's gonna be the video up here. I did fish it last year. I said the best lake I fished in Florida. And so it's one of the lakes in Lakeland, Florida. So if you're from the area, you already know. There's 2 power plants around this lake. And so it's one of the biggest lakes here in Lakeland, Florida. One of the greatest lakes out here in Lakeland, Florida. Decided to come out. We're currently the beginning of February, and so the fish should be moving shallow. So hopefully we're able to catch some giants. Hopefully they're up shallow bedding. Don't know. I'm not quite familiar with bed fishing here in Central Florida. This is my first time coming here in February during this time, and as well as March. I know that they start bedding around February, March. Don't know, quite sure, but if you know more information about that, please leave them down below in the comments and I'll check them out. But yeah, I decided to come out here. It's currently noon, 12 p.m. It's pretty windy, and so in the beginning of the video you're gonna see some footage. It was terrible winds by the boat dock, and so right now what I'm doing is I'm fishing shallow by the bank on the area where there's a lot of trees, a lot of objects blocking the wind. And so I'm at the tip of the lake, and so all the other side of the lake is pretty windy because the wind is flowing that direction. And so right now I'm just fishing this area. It's pretty shallow. Did catch the first one, and so I fished for about an hour so far already, and I did catch the first one of the day. And so that's a good sign. It was pretty shallow, but it's a little squeaker. Hopefully there's a 5-pounder swimming around here. Hopefully they're up shallow too. So I did fish it last year. It was one of my top viewed videos at this lake. And so if you're from the area, you already know what's the name of the lake. I'm not gonna say it, don't wanna spoil it for others, but if you're from the area, you already know. And so I'm out here trying to catch some giants. I did catch some giants last year, and I did miss a giant last year on the crankbait. And so I decided to come out here, test it out with the chatterbait crankbait. Right now I'm using the speed worm. I'm fishing really shallow, and so there's a lot of lily pads in front of me, a lot of structure, trying to fish really slow, and I did catch the first one of the day. Currently 84 degrees. The highest is going to be 84 degrees out here, so it's a perfect day of fishing out here in Central Florida. We are expecting some showers throughout the mid-afternoon, so crossing fingers that it doesn't pour on me. So I decided to come out, do a video for you guys. Hopefully we have a great day of fishing. If you haven't checked out last week's video, I did go fishing in Arbondale, Florida. It was a really small lake. It's going to be up right here. One of the viewers recommended me to check it out. I was only able to fish for about 3 to 4 hours. Was able to catch some nice fish out there. We weren't the biggest, but it was something at least that didn't get skunked. So if you're from the area, I recommend checking that lake out. And like I said, if you have any other lakes that y'all want me to check out, please leave them down below in the comments. I'll try my best to answer y'all guys as quick as possible. Hopefully we have an amazing day of fishing. There are a lot of boats out here, a lot of bass boats out here fishing, and so hopefully that's a good sign, and hopefully we're trying to locate that 5-pounder we're looking for. Let's talk and let's start fishing. Hopefully we have an amazing day of fishing. Guys, that was a crazy ride right there. It's pretty windy out here in Lakeland, Florida. I'm gonna just throw my bait around for a bit. I'm gonna see if there's any good bites out here. There is another area, like literally 10 minutes away from here, that has little small canals instead of a big lake. It's like it's called Saddles Creek. There's a lot of small canals in there, so there's a lot of branches, trees, and so where you could be covered and won't get hit against the wind. This area is not as windy as compared to the area where the boat ramp was. It was a crazy ride coming out here, pretty windy. The boat was jumping up and down. I had my GoPro right here as well. This GoPro was basically almost in the water, and so it was a crazy ride. It's great fishery out here, a lot of boats at the boat ramp as well, and so a great fishery. I'm gonna just throw my spinnerbait, chatterbait, as well as my crankbait, see what's biting right now, and if I have any good luck as well. I did miss a giant out here with the crankbait, with the white crankbait, so I decided to come out here, check it out, and see if we're able to catch some giants. So my plan is to go along the bank where I'm having a lot of structure in front of me, so the wind is not interfering. It's not going to be as windy compared as if I'm fishing all the way on the other side of the lake where there's a wind exposure over there. So all around this area, there's a big factor right there There's a lot of stores. There's the main road, trees, and so those are gonna be, I'm gonna be covered by the wind in those areas, so it's not gonna be as windy. And so I'm gonna check those areas out. I'm not gonna be able to fish all the way in the other side of the lake where I caught some nice giants a year ago. It's pretty nasty out there. It's pretty windy. It's just not fishable. You could fish, but you're not gonna have fun. Your boat's gonna be moving around a lot. And I'm on a John boat right now, and so this boat moves a lot when it's windy. This is where I stopped at because there's a little small pocket right here. I was gonna go down even further down, but the wind is picking up all the way over there, so it's pretty windy over there. And so this is the area. It's a little small pocket. I'm gonna fish it with the little chatterbait, see what's biting out here. There's not, if I don't get any bites at this area, I'm gonna just start cruising down the bank, fish some cattails as well, this grassy area, do some flipping, see if the fish are coming up shallow right now for the spawn, and see what's biting. I was literally over there, straight across. It was pretty windy. It was a nice area, but too shallow and too windy out there. And so I decided to move along the bank by the road. So the wind is coming towards me, and so it's pretty windy out there in the middle and then the other side of the lake. And so right now the wind is getting blocked by these trees, houses, the street, everything around this area. So I'm gonna just fish throughout this canal and see if I'm able to get at least a bite and see what happens. Haven't had any luck so far. Did see some movement around the water at the first spot, but don't think it were bass, don't know. And I also seen some bait fish swimming around. And so I'm gonna just fish this area, see if I'm able to catch at least a few fish. If not, like I said, I'll probably switch out to a different area. I got a bite, guys. Got a bite. First one of the day, guys. Let's get it. Oh-hoo! Right next to a freaking highway. First one of the day so far. It's a nice, a little smallie. He's a little fatty too, he's eating. So first one of the day, guys. So yeah, guys. First one of the day so far. It's a little squeaker. It's a nice healthy fish though. It does have some parasites in them. I see one parasite in the side right there, but it's a nice healthy fish, a little smallie. We're shallow right now, so it's a good sign that there's some little small fish in the shallow. Hopefully the audio is not too bad too. I'm literally next to a highway right now, and so it's kind of loud, a lot of cars going through. And so first one of the day, not bad. Hell yeah. Fishing shallow so far, where there's not a lot of wind. These trees are blocking the wind, and so it's not as windy compared to the first spot I was at. So first one of the day so far. Hell yeah. Hopefully there's a little 5-pounder out here swimming around. Hopefully they're on beds. Don't know if they're on beds. We're currently at the beginning of February. Don't know if you're from Central Florida. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if they're on beds. Probably February, March area, they should be going in beds. Hopefully bedding season is going to be awesome too. First one of the day. I'm gonna let this bad boy go. Hell yeah, guys. Thank you, Billy. Thank you. We're at this little small pocket right now, not as windy, and so we're gonna let this fish go. All right, homie, you can swim off. And there he goes. Currently right now at this small pocket right now. Hopefully the audio is not bad. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. There's a lot of cars passing down this road, so it's a busy road. Did catch the first fish of the day right now at this small pocket. It's not as windy because there's a lot of branches out here, and I'm trying my best trying to fish areas where I'm not getting a lot of wind. And so the main areas is going to be all around this area, going down. But if I go on the other side of the lake, it's not going to be the best. It's going to be too windy. And so I'm trying to locate small pockets, and also trying to see if any fish are bedding right now. And so hopefully they are. I'm not too familiar with bed fishing, and so hopefully the fish are bedding. And so let's find out, and hopefully we're able to catch some giants out here. Bait I'm using is currently a speed worm by Zoom. It's a June bug red color. And so it's one of the top baits I recommend using here in Central Florida. And so if you're trying to try out a new bait, I recommend trying those baits out at first. And I got another one. I had him. All right, we're gonna do a last cast on this area, and we're just gonna continue fishing by the bank. Come on, at least a 5 pound, at least a nice decent sized fish. Compared to the first one, I'm happy with the first one. I'm glad we were able to catch at least a fish, but I know there's some nice juicy ones out here swimming around. This is my first time exploring this area of the lake. I'm not quite too sure if last year I mostly explored on that side of the lake, but it's pretty windy out there. There's a lot of hydrilla out there. My best top bait was chatterbait during that time. I think it was before the fall. That's when the bass were chasing bait out there. Right now, don't know if I should fish slow, switch it off to a chatterbait, but I'm currently fishing slow right now, trying to see if there's any beds out here, trying to see if there's any fish swimming around the shallow right now. Hasn't been cold lately. We are getting a little minor cold front tomorrow on Sunday. It's gonna be, I think the highest is gonna be 64. It's not gonna be as cold as it was in December and the beginning of January here in Central Florida. It's been hot throughout this whole week. It's been around the 85 degrees, and so temperature of the water is currently 70 degrees. So hopefully the fish are active right now, moving around. So 70 degrees is not too cold for them. Hopefully we're able to catch some giants out here. Got a fish, guys. Got a fish. He's swimming. Hooked him. Hooked him. Feel like a nice one. It's a decent size. It's not bad. It's not a bad one, guys. Oh, let's get him on the boat. Yes, sir. He was there. He was there. It's a nice chunker, guys. A nice chunker. Look at this nice chunker out here. Hell yes. Second fish of the day. They're up shallow right now. So I'm fishing really slow with the speed worm. So I'm at this grassy point right here. And so caught this fish right here. I believe it's about to be a 2-pound bass. It's not bad. It's the biggest one of the day so far. Hell yeah, guys. I'm gonna weigh him real quick. Trying to see how much he weighs. I believe a 2-pound. Pound and a half, maybe a 2-pound bass. It's a nice decent sized fish. Second fish of the day so far. It's currently about 2 p.m. so it's been like an hour or so since I caught the first one, and so it's really slow out here. He was really shallow. I believe it's like a 1 feet, 2 feet of water. It's really grassy around this area, but hell yeah. Put him in the water so he could breathe a little bit. I'm gonna weigh him. I believe it's a 2-pound bass. Hell yeah. Currently fishing around this grassy area right now. I'm gonna go closer to the bank where I caught him. Probably gonna release him there. Who knows, he's probably on the bed, so I don't want to move him to a different spot. And also I'm gonna weigh him real quick. But hell yeah, it's a nice decent sized chunker. It's like a little football sized fish right now. Hell yeah, guys. Woo! All right, guys, we're gonna zero it out right now. So it's currently at 0. Weigh him real quick, see how much he weighs. Say 1.5 pounds, almost a 2-pound bass. And yeah, 1.85 right there. So he's almost a 2-pound bass. Not bad, guys. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Second fish of the day. All right, guys, we're gonna let this baddie go. We're at the same spot where we caught him. So if he has a bed or anything, he's gonna swim away at the same spot. So there he goes. There he goes, guys. He swam away. I guess he thought he was still caught, and so he was just floating there. Hell yeah, guys. Second one of the day so far. Hopefully there's a few more out here. I'm gonna catch a few more as well. That's a 2-pound bass right there. 1.8, almost a 2-pounder. It's a nice, decent size. Pretty sure there's some big ones out here. If there's big ones like that up shallow, I think they're moving up shallow right now. Probably bed fishing. Don't worry, guys. I let him go. This is where I caught him. I let him go at the same area where if he had a bed or she had a bed or protecting the bed, swim directly back to the bed. So we're good to go. So guys, if you have a question of what type of bait I'm currently using, is a Speedworm June Bug red color. It's a 1/8 peg regular 4-aught J hook, Speedworm Zoom June Bug red color. This is my top bait that I use here in Central Florida. It's either that and as well as the Trick Worm by Zoom. Any June Bug red color out here, June Bug red, works perfectly fine. You're able to catch some fish out here. So this is my top bait to use. And so if you had any questions, here you go, guys. Hopefully this helps you guys out in the near future, or if you're here fishing here in Central Florida. Wind started to pick up, guys. I just seen a fish jump right here in between these, don't know if you call them cattails, or I just call it the grassy area. I just seen a fish jump on that area. There's some lily pads coming up over there, so I'm gonna fish that as well, see how that goes. Oh, I got a bite, guys. Yep, another one, guys. Oh, this one's a nice one. This one's a nice one, guys. Sheesh. I gotta get my net. This one's a nice one. Come on, there it goes. Hell yeah. Come on, there it goes. Hell yeah. Sheesh. Has to be like a 3.5, almost a 4-pound bass right there. Hell yeah. Whew, I had to get my net real quick. I even had a water bottle in there. Luckily, I was able to hook on this nice chunker out here. Hell yeah, guys. Shoo. Had to take the hook. He almost swallowed the hook too. Sheesh. Yeah, he wasn't coming off, guys. He wasn't coming off. Hell yeah, bass number 3. Literally caught the second one right there, straight ahead. And I fished right here in this area. I seen the fish jump. And so I decided to throw it around this area and was able to catch him. These fish are up shallow right now, guys. They're up shallow. So that's a good thing. That's a good sign. Hell yeah, guys. This is my first time fishing in February. Last year I didn't really fish much during February, January time. But this time I decided to come out. Hell yeah, I have the time to go fishing. Decided to come out. Nice size chunker. Shush. Hell yeah, guys. Look at this chunker right here. I think it's a 3.5. I'm guessing. I'm not quite good at measuring the weight of the fish, but I'm guessing it's a 3.5 pound bass out here. Hell yeah, guys. This nice chunker. Hell yeah. Woo! Biggest one of the day so far. I'm excited. Whew. But hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. We're gonna weigh him real quick. Don't worry, guys. I anchored down just in case if this fish had a bed around this area. And so we're at the same spot where I caught him. I'm gonna let him go as well at the same spot. We're just gonna weigh him. It's zeroed out right now. All right, that's at 0. I say 3.5 pound bass right here. I think so. I think so. Oh, 2.5. Almost a 3 pound. Yep, 2.5 pound bass right there. 2.5. Not bad though. It's a nice chunker though. It's pretty heavy too. All right, guys. So we're literally at the same spot where we caught him. Literally right there, straight ahead. So we're just gonna let him breathe for a bit, just in case he needs to breathe for a bit. I'm gonna let him go. He looks like he's been cut right there by the spines. But he's a healthy fish so far though. Nice chunker, nice chunker. 2.5. Weighed him a bit. 2.5 pound. I thought he was a 3 pound, 3.5, but he's the biggest so far. I'm happy with that, guys. Hell yeah. Just letting him breathe so far so you could just calm down a bit. There he goes, and he's off. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we gotta keep on fishing, guys. So far it's going good. 3 fish. One was probably like less than the 1 pound. Second one was 1.5, and the third one was 2.5 pound. Hopefully the next one is a 5 pound, 5.5 pound bass. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna continue on fishing slowly using the speedworm. Luckily I was able to find another bag of speedworm June bug red color. So luckily I was able to locate another bag. Oh, I just seen a big splash over there. I'm gonna continue on fishing. It was getting windy, but now it's calming down a little now again. And so it's beautiful out here. It's beautiful out here. I'm gonna continue fishing this area. Around this area, I've been catching fish. I want to go fish at the area where I used to. The area where a year ago, where I caught some nice giant ones out there. But the thing is, it's pretty windy over there. It's nasty over there. So this area is like the only area where it's really calm and it's fishable. And I'm not trying to fish at a windy area, because when I fish at a windy area, the boat gets pushed around everywhere and it's frustrating. But right here is really calm. It's perfect. And so I'm gonna continue fishing this area. Hopefully we're able to locate that 5 pounder. I'm currently at the area where I caught some nice giant ones the year before. This time is pretty windy compared to the other time. Probably gonna fish this area for a bit and then cruise closer to the boat ramp and see if there's any other areas where there's not a lot of wind. I'm going with the wind, and so I'm just gonna cruise down, throw the chatterbait. There's a lot more lily pads compared to the year before, and so let's see how it goes. All right, guys, let's head out. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. Shoo! Almost lost my hat there or something. Well, guys, we made it to the boat ramp. Boat's ready to go. Everything's ready to go. That is it for today's video. I was only able to fish for about, honestly, I got here around 11, so it's about 5, so I think 6 hours of fishing so far. So it wasn't bad. It was a great day of fishing. We were able to catch 3 fish at least we didn't get skunked at all. And also it was pretty windy today. It was worst day to go out fishing, and so the wind was terrible. Wasn't letting me fish. I would have been fishing still right now for an hour, but the wind is terrible, and so I decided to come out to the boat ramp, head home. And as well, the park here closes at 6 p.m. so we still have about 45 minutes left. So I decided to call it a day, and that's it for today's video. Hopefully I enjoyed today's video. If you have any other lakes that y'all want me to go check out, please leave them down below in the comments and I'll check them out. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.